I've had a thing about. I talked about it on a previous podcast where I was like, I don't want to see starters play in preseason, right? Because like when you put your, especially your starting quarterback, like you're risking injury. You're risking injury, and like, dude, like what if you put your starting quarterback out there, he gets injured, now he's out for a season, and now your season's over. Your season's pretty much over, and then you got to make like a Jimmy G trade to try to save your season. Oh, sorry, I'm burping. But yeah, like what? Now you got to make a Jimmy G trade. I mean, come on, dude. I just don't want to take the chance. I don't want to take the chance of putting my starting guys out there, then my best players get injured for the whole season. Because we see that every single year in the preseason. Every year it happens, right? And it's always a different team, and it's always a freak accident. But like freak accidents happen. We just saw it with Zach Wilson in week one. Week one, Zach Wilson got injured, and luckily he'll be back in time to play the season, of course. But like it's not like a crazy injury, but like it could have been way worse. It could have been that he's out for season. You don't know. Maybe he's out for half the season, and then that screws over their season. I don't know. Like it's bad, right? So that's usually my take on that is like don't play your starters, don't put your starting quarterback out there. It's not even worth it. Just avoid that if you can. But the Chiefs are ballsy, bro. The Chiefs are real ballsy, and like they're playing Patrick Mahomes like a lot in both in week one and week two. It's like, dude, they're playing Patrick Mahomes a lot. They're putting the starting offense out there, and they're playing a lot of the starting defense. And I'm like, damn, bro, like y'all are playing with fire. Y'all are really playing with fire right now. It's like, because if Patrick Mahomes gets injured, dude, God forbid Patrick Mahomes gets injured in preseason and he's out for a long time, because like you got nothing else. Like you don't got nothing there, bro. And like that offense ain't gonna work unless you got a decent quarterback, dude. So like if Patrick Mahomes gets injured, you're just taking a huge risk. But that being said, it is really fun seeing Patrick Mahomes out there, dude, because he's torching, dude. He's torching these defenses, man. I'm like, oh, it's getting me like so fired up for football, for like regular season football. I'm like, yo, like Patrick Mahomes, dude. Like he's showing like he's doing Patrick Mahomes stuff out there, dude. Like completely ripping it, bro. I'm gonna read you a stat line. He was 12 of 19, 162 yards, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, just torching them, dude. Like doing like classic Patrick Mahomes plays. Like, I will say that like he wasn't doing the whole like, oh, I'm gonna run around for 30 minutes and then just throw like a 60-yard bomb. Like he wasn't doing crazy stuff, but like, I mean, like he was really just delivering from the pocket perfectly. Just like, oh, set hike, just fucking, oh, right there, dude, it's right there. Oh, I want to sling it out 20 yards to the sideline. Boom, it's right there. Like, just like he like. Dude, Patrick Mahomes is coming for everybody's necks, and you better watch out, bro. You better watch out, because Patrick Mahomes is coming, dude. He's coming with a whole squad of boys, and you ain't going to be ready for it, man. Oh, dude, it's getting me so excited, because, like, bro, he's just making nasty plays, just complete dirty plays. And he had this one play where it's a touchdown where he's rolling out to the left, and he has a defender, like, literally midair jumping at his feet, trying to wrap him up, and like right before he just gets like a little sidearm touchdown out to right on the edge of the sideline. Perfect little touchdown. I was like, oh dude, like Patrick Mahomes is just, he's ready. He's so ready, dude. And like of course, like I don't have to like break down Patrick Mahomes' play, because he's we all know he's amazing, dude. I mean it. Like that's really all there is to say about Patrick Mahomes. That he's just completely amazing, and like I can see he's ready to play, bro. He's ready. Okay, here's a little side note I want to point in there, and like, dude, maybe you guys won't understand it. I think it's just something that I usually notice. Like, I mean, you know, maybe you guys understand. Like, let me know if you do, because the NFL commentators for these games, like the commentators always annoy me. They always annoy me because they're so like their voices and like the whole like, and they're always like saying these little stupid sayings, and they're all so cheesy and corny. I'm like, ow, like dude, like I hate listening to the commentators. They're usually so bad. The ones that I can do is like Aqib Talib. I like Aqib Talib. Like he brings a little more personality. Like he makes the game a little more fun. I like Aqib Talib commentating and Gus Johnson because him and Gus Johnson together doing some games last year, they had amazing games when they're commentating, and it made it so fun. They actually make football so fun when they commentate. But most of these guys are bad. A lot of them I don't like. So here's a little side note that I want to give you. The commentator's voice for the first Chiefs touchdown in this game, it sounded so bad, dude. It's like the exact thing that I don't like when watching football games and hearing a commentator. It's like not only are they saying like cheesy stuff, but like it's just like the voice too. Like bro, you can't have like a bad voice when you're doing commentating. Like you can't, bro. It's like it's just because it just takes you out of the game because that's all you hear. At least for me, that's all I hear. So like, I'm gonna play you the clip also too. So I'm gonna play with the sound so you can hear the guy's voice. So I'm gonna put it right here.
Couple of seasons, but last week, 5 catches for 45 yards and a touchdown.
Touchdown, Chiefs! Jody Fortson gets the 6.
All right, so if you heard it that time, you heard this guy's voice, dude. For some reason, it just bothers me. It was like,
in Kansas City Chiefs touchdown, Jody Ford, he got the touchdown.
It's like, dude, shut up, dude. You're so annoying, bro. And it's like, dude, like, can you? I don't know, dude. Like there's just some of these guys' voices I just can't handle, bro. I just can't do it. It's like, bro, like I don't want to hear some like annoying little ringing voice in my ear when I'm watching football. It's like, bro, just be like, yeah, Chiefs touchdown, woo, or whatever, like, or it's like, oh yeah, that's a cool play, or I don't know, like, just don't. I don't know, bro. Just don't be so freaking annoying, dude. Like, just stop. It for some reason it just bothers me. Just let me know if you guys feel that too. If the NFL commentators bother you too. But anyways, I want to get back to the actual game because there's more things I want to talk about this Chiefs game. Not just Patrick Mahomes. I'm not just talking about quarterbacks because this time I'm talking about a rookie defensive end that they drafted in the first round, George Karlaftis. Okay. I got to talk about this guy because he's balling out, dude. Like he's really, I'm noticing it a lot. I'm like, when I'm watching the actual game, I'm like, okay, dude, like this guy's popping on my screen. Like when you start noticing the same guy making the plays, making tackles, bringing pressure, I'm like, okay, dude, like I'm really starting to notice George Karlaftis, and I'm going to show you a really, really high level NFL defensive end play in this game that is like, okay, dude, like this guy, like I have really high hopes for him, and this play gives me great hope for him. So I'm gonna show it down here as I'm talking. So like he's getting a lot of attention. You're gonna notice that right off the bat. He's getting so much attention. You'll see from the second angle, it's a lot better because so he gets a sack, right? So like he's working, he's high motor, working a lot for the sack. He rips off the guy. He's getting Carson Wentz, wraps him up, throws him on the ground, and like it's a great sack, right? Just a sack alone is awesome. But like, dude, the way he's fighting through the block is so good. Like he never gives up. He's high motor. He's just completely tearing through these linemen. And if you notice on screen, he's getting double blocked. Like, dude, they have to put 2 dudes to block this one guy, and he's still throwing them around and getting off them and getting the sack. It's like, dude, like that's a great play, bro. That's such a great play. Like you would think that, like, dude, if a rookie defensive end is getting this much attention to get double blocked off the edge, and he's still fighting through and getting the sack, like, dude, that's high level right there. That's such high level play from a rookie defensive end. I'm so impressed. He already has 2 sacks or 2 sacks total in the preseason. So he had a sack last week, a sack in this game, but also just all the pressures, dude. You can see it. He's winning a lot of the battles with the tackle on the edge. He's winning a lot of those battles, and he's breaking through. He's getting pressure on the quarterback consistently. That's really what you ask for from a defensive end. But not only that, but also to make the big plays in the big games, in the big moments. And I feel like he can do it, bro. I feel like that's the guy. Like, he actually is really proving, just as a rookie, just very small sample size, but he's really proving that this guy has a really high motor. He's winning a lot of the battles with the tackle, and he's getting a lot of pressure, and he's getting sacks. It's like that's all you ask for from a defensive end. And also, an interesting thing is that Frank Clark has been there for a couple years now with the Chiefs, right? And last year, he didn't really have a good year, and it was pretty sloppy from Frank Clark. And even I think even Chiefs fans can admit that. I think even the Chiefs fans can admit, like, Frank Clark wasn't that good last year, and it didn't really help out that defense very much. Like he had his moments, but like it's not good enough, right, to be like that starting defensive end and be that guy. Because they're relying on him and Chris Jones to be the guys up front, right? They got to bring the pressure. Those two dudes, they have to bring the pressure. And Chris Jones always going to bring the pressure, but Frank Clark wasn't playing that good, and I think drafting George Karlaftis, I think this is kind of their plan to replace him, I think. Or it's really just their future plan at defensive end. Because if Frank Clark's not playing good anymore, and like maybe he has another bad year, then they can move off Frank Clark, and then they have George Karlaftis now. Now they have a young rookie that they're paying next to nothing, and he's balling out, and he's only going to get better, right? Like, he's only getting better because he's getting better by the week. We're already seeing that, and like hopefully it translates. Oh, it dropped my water. What the hell? Fucking God, it just completely loses my train of thought. George Karlaftis. So we've already seen him. He's already getting better week by week. He's already making big plays. He's playing like a high level defensive end right now, and that gives me a lot of hope for seeing him in the regular season and probably in the playoffs, because I'm sure the Chiefs will be in the playoffs. I'm already predicting that. So it's like, I'm sure that, like, dude, I can see this guy being a real impact on this team, a real impact player. And I mean, especially if Frank Clark does play really good and Chris Jones does what he always does, that D-line is going to be nasty. They're going to be really nasty, dude. So, like, I'm excited to see that. But I'm just really happy for George Karlaftis, and I really want to show you guys that play because it was so cool. I love to see it, dude. I'm rooting for this guy. I want to see him do good, man. George Karlaftis is the man.